Hey y'all, hey, and welcome to Tootie Talk Sense, and I am Tootie. I know it's been a while since I've been on here, y'all. I've been busy because I'm a Jimmy now. And my birthday was June 6th. I've been out here in these streets, y'all. These streets, killing the streets. Nah, I haven't been in the streets like that, but I have been at home and going out to different restaurants, enjoying myself and celebrating. Wow. So I'm gonna take some time and break up what so much stuff didn't happen. And I'm like, man, it's been 2 weeks. It's been so much. I had to do a review on Real Housewives and all the trending topics that's been in the news. Tasha K, Cardi B into it. Baby, she dropped receipts on Offset. That's a whole nother different story, right? As y'all know, all the people who have watched before, that I'm from Chicago. For all my new subscribers, hey, how y'all doing? Thank you for subscribing. And I'm from Chicago. So go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Also, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but in order to get the notifications that whenever I go live or whenever I post a video, you have to put all when you subscribe on the little bell for the notification instead of personalized, put all, and then you'll get the notifications anytime I go live. So I want to talk about the recent news story. I believe it made the news around 3 days ago because the incident happened, I want to say June 18th. So it was the mother and the son, and it was being reported that the mother instructed the son to take out a guy who she got into an altercation with at the restaurant. Now, when I seen the video, man, I've been out, so I'm just not seeing all this today. So initially, yesterday, I started seeing video of this man beating this lady up in the restaurant. And I'm like, why is people posting this? So I seen it yesterday, but I was tired, I was sleepy. So I'm like, okay. When I woke up this morning, I see the, bloggers, and it was on the Breakfast Club and things of that nature about this mother the Chicago mother who instructed the son to take out this guy. So initially upon watching the video, I could tell y'all my cat is over here stretching. Tail, stop it. I'm back. He just snuck his butt in his room before I shut the door. But anyway, so anyone from Chicago, y'all know how Maxwell Street restaurant look. When you seen the video, I'm like, that's in Maxwell. Now Maxwell is a restaurant. They say a hot dog stand, but most people go get the pork chop sandwiches. Yeah, the hot dogs and everything is initially what they was known for. I don't eat a lot. I go get the pork chop sandwiches. They got tacos and everything too, but it's a well-known spot in Chicago. And usually, if you see a Maxwell, I ain't gonna lie, you in the hood. It ain't too many Maxwells that's in good neighborhood. Maxwell's in the hood. A lot of restaurants in Chicago get that good greasy food. When you've been out and need something put on your stomach, keep that liquor down. A lot of them restaurants are in the hood. Now they good food, but sometimes you like, do I want to risk it? I'm fat. I would risk it for a pork chop sandwich. I'm like, let me see how many people I say at the restaurant. Let me make a judgment where I'm going in that. But typically, that's a Maxwell you're gonna find in a spot in the hood. I know people gonna comment, no, it's one on this street. That ain't the hood. It's one on this street. Yes, scattered here and there. But everybody know where Maxwell started on Maxwell Street. That ain't the suburbs. Now, they didn't venture off, and there's restaurants who sell Maxwell polishes, but the Maxwell restaurant is typically in the hood, y'all. So the video shows the man yelling, and the lady was like, hey, we're not talking about that. That's not. And then he keep talking, oh my grandma, or oh my mama, I'm gonna knock your ass out. I'm like, why is he so aggressive? Like, did she take his food? Like, I don't know what the argument is about, because you hear him yelling, and the way he swing back to kick up his feet and knock that, he literally tried to knock her out. But he thought he was gonna get a one-hitter quitter, maybe because she's a woman or whatever, but it didn't. He didn't knock her out. So then he had to come back in and just punching the lady in the head. You see an older gentleman, an older male, he runs out like, huh? Not me, not today. I ain't getting my name Bennett, ain't in it. So I'm watching. I want to say it was because initially the way the story was reported, it was saying that the mom sent a text and instructed the son to come. When I watched the video, I said, I don't see how she had time to send no text to instruct the son to come do anything. It's just that 9 times out of 10, the son, even though he's only 14, he's with his mom. Neighborhood ain't the best. After his mom got out and went in the restaurant, it looks like he stood at the door and waited for his mom, watching his mom from the door. Then once he see the men beating his mom up, actions was taken. So I'm gonna show y'all the how the now this is I want to say this is ABC, how the initial story was reported. But today they have dropped the charges. This is the initial story.
And a disturbing case unfolds in court. A mother accused of ordering her son to commit murder in a West Pullman restaurant. The mother and son are now charged, both of them. Elizabeth Matthews joins us now with more on this developing story. Elizabeth?
Yeah, Natalie, that mom who's accused of giving those shoot-to-kill orders is now being held on $3 million bail. Parts of that shooting were actually captured on this restaurant's surveillance video, which helped the witnesses identify the suspects to police.
Where did they get this
this
story
all happened
from?
Sunday night, police tell us, just after 11 o'clock, about 11:05 p.m. 35-year-old Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son arrived at the Maxwell Street restaurant on South Halstead at 117. Hood went in for food. Her son waited in the car.
Looks like she ordering. She looking up. She putting her order in.
She began arguing with this man, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, who was also inside ordering food at the time.
And she's ordering. This is her son coming in, waiting at the door.
Appeared in the doorway, hands in his pockets. A fight became physical between Hood and the victim. The victim was able to punch the woman once. That's when prosecutors say the boy pulled.
You see, additionally, how they was reporting it, he was able to punch the lady once. He did not punch that lady no one time.
Out a gun, fired a single shot to the victim's back, followed him outside, kept firing, striking him fatally twice in the back.
Once outside of the restaurant, while the co-defendant was still shooting at the victim, the defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim. Once the co-defendant finished shooting the victim, the defendant turned her focus towards witness one. She began pointing at witness one and instructing her.
Now, keep in mind, they say witness one. And once you watch the video, it's a girl who's in the video while he hitting this lady, punching this lady, saying, see, he told you not to say none. I'm like, who is that? And who thinks like that? You see a man trying to knock a lady out, and because she was talking, and you said, he told you not to. I said, oh, she get beats. She get beat. Like, I don't know who raised her. Was her daddy beating her mama? Is her boyfriend beating her? But then come find out, I think that victim is actually his girlfriend. So I'm like, oh, yeah. This is all allegedly. I don't know these people. But for him to be hit a woman like that for her talking, and he told her to shut up. Oh, baby. You ain't gonna get no 1-2s thrown on you by him, and you wasn't the one who probably blaming yourself. I should have been quiet. Look what I made him do to me.
Her son to shoot her.
Prosecutors say the Hood even tried to get the gun from her son, but he pushed her away. No shots were fired at that witness, who was also the victim's girlfriend. Both mother and son facing murder charges. She's also charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The teen boy also facing unlawful use and possession of a firearm. Both were told to surrender themselves to police yesterday. We're also told that Hood, the woman charged in this, the mom charged in this, also had a FOID card herself and was licensed to conceal carry. Reporting live with Matthews, Fox 32, Chicago.
See, now that's how it was reported 3 days ago. Yeah, let me go back and see what y'all saying. See if I'm back on the stream. Okay, so that's how it was reported 3 days ago. She instructed the son and tried to get the, after altercations, she instructed the son, and she was trying to get the stuff from pow from the son, and he chased him down, and it was just a argument, and he hit the lady once. Now, here's the video. I think the video, Twitter. Twitter let you play anything. Now, hopefully y'all catching this on the live, because more than likely after I end the live, because of this video, they I don't know if they're gonna keep it up. So hopefully you guys are catching the live. Let me go and try to go to Twitter to show y'all the video, in which, to me, I think this is why the charges ended up being dropped. Let me see, can I go find it? I've been over here strolling. Okay, here you go.
Lady, get your food. Who? Get in the car. Who? Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Look how he came back. Look, ultimately, you hear right away the shot.
Who? Get in the car. Who? Nay. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
You see the girl? You hear the girl? Oh, he told you.
Baby, get your food.
And I'm like that.
Who? Get it up.
Yeah, girl in the back. He told you. He told you. So I said they must, from what it seems like. Now you see her driving out. This video don't have any sound to it. So you see her driving up. That's her driving up with her Juneteenth flags in there, right? That's when she arrived. And not saying because she celebrates Juneteenth that she has some type of sense. I'm just saying she driving up with her Juneteenth. She's right there ordering her food. Now there's no video about when the argument started or what they was arguing over, because you can see he's the one who's loud. You can't even see all the ladies saying, we're talking about the standing in line, and you say one more thing, so you mad because the lady didn't shut up when you told her to shut up. So this is the outside exchange after everything happened, and it seems like the mother sent him out to the car. And then they go in a car and they drive off. So they did end up turning their self in. They did end up turning themselves in. So let me tell you this article here about the charges and the charges being dropped. So the charges was just dropped today. After these videos came out, they had the weekend of the videos coming out, and then they end up dropping all charges because they their bond was set at $3 million. And one thing I do say, okay, well, initially I'm like, why did a 14-year-old have, bang bang anyway? Like, why did he have one of those? And they were saying that the mom had a card and she was licensed to conceal and carry, so she must have left it in the car. Now, besides the family coming out to say that she didn't instruct him to do anything, there was no text that she sent. Like, all that was made up and telling the do the witness and everything. I'm like, yeah, I could see how that was made up, because his girlfriend is the one who was the witness. The girlfriend was the one in there saying that, oh, well, that's, pretty much telling the lady that that's what you get. He told you to be quiet. Like, he had told you. So I'm like, they just had her statement. And then once the videos came out, seems like that's when the prosecutor dropped the charges. So this one, let me find, I want to cite the sources of where this came from. I'm using this as under the 107 Copyright Act, fair use sharing. So this is from Fox News 32. Now, yeah, usually I don't deal with Fox, but I just wanted to get the information. So charges dropped against mother, son in deadly Chicago restaurant shooting. Murder charges have been dropped against a mother and her son accused of killing a man during a fight inside a restaurant on June 18th in the West Pullman neighborhood. Cook County prosecutor announced Monday all charges have been dropped against Carlicia Hood and her 14-year-old son. The Cook County State's attorney said in a statement, based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof in the prosecution of this case. Hood, 35, and her son was initially arrested on Wednesday in connection to the fatal shooting of 32-year-old Jeremy Brown. Judge Barbara Dawkins ordered Hood held on $3 million bond. Hood next court date had been set for next month, but prosecutors scheduled a hearing for Monday when they announced they were dropping all charges. Around 11 p.m. on June 18th, Hood went inside Maxwell Street Express. I knew that was Maxwell House. We call it Maxwell House. 11656 South Halsted to pick up food while her son waited in the car. While she was waiting in line, Hood got into an argument with Brown, prosecutor said. Hood then started texting her son and pointing to him outside. Her son entered Maxwell and stood in the doorway, at which point Brown punched Hood in the head 3 times, prosecutor said. I guess they can't use language like he tried to knock her ass out, but that's what happened. Court documents stated after the first punch, the boy pulled out a gun and fired a shot at Brown, but striking him in the back, which is not true. You see from the video, he had that lady pent up in the corner. She was covering her head. He was 3 punches in. But according to this according to this article, y'all, my doggone battery running low. Wait a minute. Hold up. 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 Let me see. Okay. Had to plug up my charger, y'all. So, court documents stated after the first punch, the boy pulled out a gun and fired a shot at Brown, striking him in the back. Brown ran out of the restaurant and the boy followed him, firing additional shots. Hood told her son to keep shooting Brown till he killed him, according to prosecutors. Once the shooting was over, Hood told her son to shoot Brown's girlfriend, who was egging on an argument she was having earlier. Hood tried to wrangle the gun away from her son, but he pushed her away, court documents said. Then they got into the vehicle and drove home together. Surveillance video captured both of them arriving home after the shooting. Brown suffered 2 gunshot wounds in the back and was pronounced dead at the scene. After the shooting, police sent out a community alert Tuesday asking for the public help identifying Hood and her son. Hood turned herself in to police on Thursday. During her search, police recovered an unloaded, unregistered handgun along with an empty magazine. Further investigation revealed Hood has a valid Illinois FOID card and a concealed carry license. Hood and her son was initially charged with 1 count of first-degree murder. Hood was also charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. All charges have been dropped. Video sent to Fox 32 over the weekend apparently showed the confrontation between Hood and Brown inside the restaurant. The video shows Hood being punched in the head multiple times before a gunshot could be heard. I believe all this right here, up until this point, all this when they saying that he put the gun, she said keep shooting and all that, because even if all this had happened, they wouldn't have dropped some charges. I don't believe if all that had happened. If she said keep shooting him till he dead, because then that would have been first degree. But I don't believe all that happened. So I know different. I was watching different videos of people discussing this, and some people were saying that he had a pretty lengthy background, and I believe maybe domestic, but I am not sure on that because I have not taken the time to look up the man record. But the way that he hit that lady, attacked that lady, for her not being quiet when he said be quiet, and her not shutting up, that he's gonna knock her out, the way he swung back and kept swinging back, punching that lady in her head. This is a woman. And then that little 14-year-old boy, people were like, well, what was that little 14-year-old boy was going to do against that grown, aggressive man that is over there beating his mama in the head? And I know some people are criticizing the mom, saying that she shouldn't have got her son involved. But there's reports from the family. It's being reported from the family members that she did not get her son involved. Her son just ended up coming to the restaurant to check on his mom, seeing what happened. Why he had it in his pocket? Well, it's not the best of neighborhoods. I don't I don't know why he had it in his pocket. If she texted him or anything, I would assume if she texted them that they wouldn't drop those charges. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. I would assume they wouldn't have dropped those charges if she did text them. Now, I'm like, I don't understand why more discussion is not had around this man beating this woman in the head like that, and no one intervening. There are other men in that restaurant. You seen there was an older gentleman. I understand he was up in age. Even the people behind there, but not knowing what the argument is about, but seeing that lady did not touch you. She was not walking towards you. She was not being aggressive. You was yelling so loud. You know, I know against women in their mouth. You was yelling so loud like a little bitch. We couldn't even hear. Not like a, he's gone. You was yelling so loud. We couldn't even hear what this lady was saying. You were the aggressor in there, and I don't understand why everybody is not everybody, but I see a lot of people and these little pick me ass women. Jesus, y'all get on my nerves. Oh Lord, have mercy. Pick me ass women. Well, she should have, and she should have. Seemed like that lady, whatever the argument started from, she was not the aggressor. She did not put her hands on him. She did not walk towards him. She was not threatening him. He was mad that she didn't shut up. Now, I don't know what type. I know they didn't took away Wade, and you women, some of you women, and some of you men think we back in 1942, but we're not. And because a woman then said something, and it'd be different if you heard that. It wouldn't even be different because that's still not justified. But she ain't calling him out his name. She ain't like, you little bitch ass, you know, and what the fuck you gonna do? She ain't doing none of that. But it's still like, well, she should have she should have just left. Y'all know, y'all sound like white people will be like when a black person gets shot by the police. But what did they do? Well, why didn't you just listen to the commands that the cop was giving you? That's exactly what you sound like when you say some stuff like that. That she didn't have the right to be in that space and talking. And because she was saying something he didn't want to hear, he had the right to try to knock her out. Now, what if consequences would have led to a head injury and unfortunately the mama would have passed? Then what would have been the well? She should have shut up then. Like, because you hear the girl in the video saying, well, he told you to shut up. He told you he's going to knock you out. Like, what is y'all talking about that you going to see your mama getting her head knocked in and you ain't finna try to do nothing? And you only 14 and this is a grown man, a stranger beating your mama up. And you just going to sit there and just be like, oh, mama, I don't know, duck some more. Put your hands up higher. What is that little 14-year-old boy was supposed to? Now that's sad and that's tragic because he's gonna have to forever live with the fact that he did take somebody's life, and I'm assuming that's gonna be traumatizing within itself. I know it was 9 times out of 10 traumatizing to see that man beating his mama like that. But it's also gonna be traumatizing for the fact that he took somebody's life. But to blame either one of them for either the lady talking or the boy coming to his mama rescue, it's just ludicrous to me. I'll be over there. I'm like, because I've been saying it since before. That's a saying in the black neighborhoods, but I know TK Kirkland made it famous. But it just be over there like, who raised y'all? Who raised you? And are you at home getting beat? Blink if you need rescue. For you to even think that was okay because she didn't be quiet. Or you at home beating somebody, go get counseling, y'all. Go get counseling. Yeah, well, I don't know why y'all so angry towards women, because y'all hate y'all little raggedy mamas, your little bald-headed ass mamas. I'm sorry. And she probably bald-headed because y'all done stressed her out. But look, yeah, that's my baby up in there crying. So y'all come on, go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know y'all opinion. I know y'all gonna be over here telling me off and telling me all about how you women are too masculine and sometimes y'all need shit. I feel the way I feel. Okay. But go ahead and comment. I like to talk to y'all back and say my opinion more. I'm gonna be trying to drop a video. I was gonna say once a week, but that's gonna lie. I'm gonna try to drop a video more often. I can say that because that'll be truthful. Okay. I'm gonna try to drop a video more often. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about this and why you feel the way that you feel. Like if you feel like, oh well, she should have just left. Why do you feel like she should have just left? Do you feel like she didn't have the right to be where she was at, or and she had ordered her food? Do you feel like she should have just left and left her food? And when I see people say she should have just left, you should have seen how she was positioned. The man had her in the corner, right at the door, where was where his girlfriend was at. I'm assuming that's his girlfriend. That's the voice. That's the person who looks like they're recording. That who said, "Well, he told you to be quiet." Where was she gonna leave and go? He was blocking this. He blocking this. She's in a corner over here. The girlfriend at the door. Where was she gonna leave and go? She supposed to leave her food. Did she not have the right to be there? Oh well, she should have just shut up. She should. She wasn't ignorant towards the man. So she should just be like, okay, you can cuss me out and yell at me, but let me just sit here and not say nothing when I haven't did anything wrong. It seemed like she was trying to calm the man down, not because of the quietness of her voice. Either she was afraid or she's trying to calm down the situation. She's like, that's not what we was talking about. We was talking about standing in line. I do hear that part, something about standing in line. So all I could assume that she had came in, and the way those restaurants are, Maxwell's are set up, you come in, you order at one window, you pick up at another window. So maybe it was a dispute about who was in line first, but they show her ordering. So I'm like, I don't know what the dispute should have been about. And yes, it would have been, a life was lost. So that's sad. Also, be that lady like that. That's unnecessary and called for because she didn't shut up when you wanted her to shut up. Hopefully we us in our community could get back to the time of we respecting each other. And even if the lady says something you don't want to hear, hopefully this is a lesson learned to these men to walk away. Not even just to the men, to everybody out there. It's unnecessary. Walk away. People got the right to their opinion. Do like I do. Come on YouTube. Tell your opinion. Don't go live on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. You got 101 social media. And what's I forgot the black one, the black owned one, because I'm on there too, y'all. Fan base. That's the name of it. Isaac Hayes' son on that black owned social media fan base. Yeah, go on there. What's your opinion on there? But the tragedies of these situations, a lot of them, is uncalled for. So before I get off of here, yesterday was my brother-in-law who passed in November. It was his birthday. So it was a happy, heavenly birthday to him. And again, y'all, just a reminder, like, comment, and subscribe. You have to put all on the notifications in order to get the notifications. And this is for YouTube, in order to get the notifications when I go live. Also, if you follow on Facebook, Tootie Talk Sense. Follow on Instagram, Tootie Talk Sense. On Twitter, it's Tootie Talks. And follow me there. That way you can get all the notifications anytime I go live. Y'all be safe out there. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.